In today's news, the 2022 Cultural Food Fair takes Pier Park. A sad ending to the reign of former Premier Fahie, says Premier Wheatley. The Amherst South High School new buildings to be handed over to the ministry soon. And Premier supports the European Court of Justice decision on beneficial ownership and the NDP rallies behind Walwyn. Well, these and more stories when 284 News return.
Freeze. Choose your mix. Choose your flavor.
Good job there, brother. All right. I'm surprised you're here.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
Charles, it's been 60 years.
I wish it was 60 more.
Let it go.
No, you know what you did.
It was just ice cream. But you know what? It was delicious.
What?
We're like a family get-together without all the family drama.
What you gonna do?
CG Insurance. Good like that.
Well, welcome viewers to the Friday, November 25th edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining us. Well, leading in today, kicking off what promises to be an eventful weekend, the Cultural Food Fair and Fungi Fest took to the Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park, inviting Virgin Islanders and visitors to join together in a celebration of VI culture and cuisine. Well, Jacka Wedding was on site and filed this report.
On Friday, November 25th, the Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park came to life for the 2022 Virgin Islands Culture and Food Fair. The activity featured a wide variety of Virgin Islands cuisine, craft, and a taste of Fungi music to gear up attendees for the Fungi Fest to take place later that day. At the site, we spoke with various booths who gave a glimpse of their offerings for the day and why they chose to participate in this year's activity.
I decided to participate in the food fair because it was an opportunity for crafters to show their work. I have local craft made from scraps, which is the scrap mat, straw work, earrings, ornaments, shell work, ornaments, necklaces, a variety of fabric items, table runners, bags, tea towels.
In addition to selling products, some participants went the extra mile by adding educational aspects to their booths.
Those are the artifacts from the old time stuff that all our folks used to do long ago, not the modern things now. Like how the lantern and then some of the things you use in the bedroom instead of using like a shower now, a bathtub, they have this thing called a basin, and instead of a toilet, they have a thing named like what they call a potty, that you urinate or stool and then you empty it. And we have some other like plates and bowl and calabash that the old folks used to eat out of.
One booth in particular had plans to engage Virgin Islanders in sweet treats and fitness.
So my booth is Paradise Cupcakes Think Sweet. My oven gave out last night, which, I don't have much, to show, but, that's part of life, I also have right here, I am doing something called the Paradise Fitness Club. And most people may think, why fitness and you're selling sweets and stuff, right? So that is the whole thing about it. Who says you cannot eat sweets while being healthy and what's not? So what I plan to do is I plan to get a list of people's names, serious people, and we go out and it's about having fun. The person who loses the most weight, they would get some award. Two teams fighting against each other. The team who loses would take out the team who wins, and they would have to pay the budget for whatever, the person ordered or the team ordered at the restaurant. We go for walks every afternoon. What you do on your personal time is totally up to you. But, I like to be a fun person, and I want to incorporate that, and I want to get as much names by the end of today.
The activity was well attended by a cross-section of the population, including young Virgin Islanders who dressed in their territorial wear and displayed their love for Fungi music. The activity kicked off a packed weekend of festivities as the territory continues to observe Culture Month. For 284 News, I am Jacques Winning.
Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley has described the ending of former Premier Andrew Foy's reign as a sad ending for many persons across the territory. Well, Premier Wheatley made the comment during the House of Assembly on Thursday following the announcement of Foy's retirement in the House.
After it would be about 23 years, he wouldn't necessarily be able to complete the 24th year. Serving in the House of Assembly, something deserves to be said. And for many persons, it is a sad ending to someone who served on the people of the 1st District for over 20 years. And Madam Speaker, I try myself to always stay humble, to be a humble person and to treat everyone well. Because really, you never know where you'll be tomorrow. You could be on top today and you don't know where you'll be tomorrow. So stay humble, wish everyone well.
Well, Premier Wheatley also extended prayers to the family of Foy and the residents of the 1st District, adding that Foy's 6 consecutive terms in office is a testament to the service he delivered to his constituents.
And certainly, Madam Speaker, his mother, Miss Iris, remains in my prayers. His wife, Sheila, remains in my prayers. 2 lovely daughters that he has remain in my prayers. And the people in the 1st District remain in my prayers, because in 23 years, Madam Speaker, and to make it back, and Honorable Fraser certainly can identify with this, to be able to be re-elected once, I know, even from the standpoint where I am, has to be very, very difficult. It's difficult. It's not an easy task to be a legislator, to be a minister, to be a backbencher or opposition, whatever it is. It cannot be an easy task to be re-elected even once. But to be re-elected, how many times was it? 6 times? It would not be possible, Madam Speaker, without helping many, many persons and touching many persons' lives. It would not be possible. And I know...
Well, Dr. Wheatley also left some encouraging words to the residents of the 1st District.
And I know there are persons in the 1st District who must be feeling quite sad at the moment. But I would say be of good courage, because one thing I can say for sure, Madam Speaker, is that the Virgin Islands is bigger than any one person. It's bigger than you, and it's bigger than me. And we all have a duty to make sure that we carry on building this beautiful country that we're building here.
Well, meanwhile, the opposition leader and former leader of the Virgin Islands Party, Honorable Julian Fraser, also spoke on the Foy's resignation. He said his now former colleague will be missed from elected politics, adding that he was one of a few who could have held the seat in the 1st District for as long as he wanted.
And anyone you've been around for 24 years, Madam Speaker, in a little fraternity like this, you have to miss. And I can say this without fear of contradiction, Madam Speaker. That is somebody who would have been in this place for as long as they wanted to. As long as they wanted to, based on their track record. Young as they were, they could have served for another 20 years.
Well, up next, viewers, the Elmer Stout High School new buildings to be handed over to the ministry soon. Premier supports European Court of Justice decision on beneficial ownership, and the NDP rallies behind Walwyn. But these are more stories after a word from our sponsors.
That's out. That's 6. That's out.
With worldwide medical coverage and affordable premiums, we're like a home match that isn't played at your actual home. CG Insurance. Good like that.
My turn. Oh, come on, guys.
CCT Live, your home for FIFA World Cup 2022 coverage.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, you enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
Sonny.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Well, welcome back, viewers. Well, the Elmer Stout High School redevelopment project is expected to be handed over to the Ministry of Education in short order from the Recovery and Development Agency. Our Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley made the announcement during Thursday's sitting of the House of Assembly, stating that students will have access to the new buildings come January 2023.
The idea is getting ready to hand over those new buildings that were constructed at the Elmer Stout High School, and we just have to recognize, first of all, the good management of the IDA. They've done a good job. I think we have to set a record in terms of the time it's taken to complete a massive project like that. They started somewhere around in April. They were originally slated to finish in September. They had a few delays because of issues with shipping and incident that took place in a port in Jamaica where the paint spilled, and anything that could have gone wrong went wrong. But still, Madam Speaker, finished in record time, and come January, the students will be able to have more comfortable accommodations.
Well, Premier Wheatley also acknowledged the contractors involved in the project and thanked the parents and teachers for their patience in waiting for the completion of the new buildings.
I want to recognize the contractors. You had a number of contractors on the job. You had Metro, you had Quality, you had Artland, and you had the combination of the Lord and Hamlet and Chesley Stoddard. I forget the name of the Northam and Sunleaf. Oh. And also No Limit did some external works, etc. So I want to congratulate them for the job that they have done. I also want to, thank the principal the administration, the teachers, the students, for their patience, and certainly that you endured quite a bit, and of course we're looking forward to you becoming more comfortable in your brand new facility.
Moving on, viewers, where Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley has expressed his support towards a recent decision of the European Court of Justice to strike out the European Union's public register's mandate of beneficial ownerships of all companies. But the decision, which sided against a mandate which has been criticized as an effort to force countries to have open beneficial registers, stated that the measure infringed upon fundamental rights of privacy and personal data protection.
We took note of the decision by the European Court of Justice as it pertains to the registers of beneficial ownership. And we are pleased that the principle that there must be a balance between the transparency needed to fight illicit financial crime and the protection of persons' right to privacy and the protection of their personal data.
Well, in essence, the beneficial ownership mandate would require all companies incorporated in any territories of member states to be accessible to the public. But the mandate has been made invalid on grounds that registers containing the personal details of company owners should not be publicly accessible because that would be an infringement on their fundamental rights to privacy and the protection of their personal data. But the mandate was adopted in 2019 in accordance with a directive of the European Parliament as it relates to anti-money laundering efforts. Wheatley expressed that to this end, the world should take example from the processes used in the British Virgin Islands.
Certainly we continue to be very proud of the system that we have here, which is the bar system. And the bar system, in my view, is a world leader as it pertains to the responsible handling of persons' personal data, respecting persons' privacy, while being able to provide information to competent authorities in a very timely fashion in order to fight illicit activity. And certainly I think that's something that the world can learn from.
Well, moving on to our final story before the break, the National Democratic Party, after weeks of silence following the arrest of former Chairman Myron Walwyn, has announced their full support towards the former Education Minister. Well, the backing came via a statement issued by the NDP on Wednesday, which labeled Walwyn as a trusted member of the party for some 12 years. Well, the statement read, and I quote, "Well, having now properly considered the matter and out of utmost respect for the justice system, the party does not wish to prejudice the ongoing legal matter. Nonetheless, the National Democratic Party wishes to make it clear that we stand by the significant contributions made by former Minister for Education, Youth Affairs and Sports, Honorable Myron V. Walwyn, towards the development of the Virgin Islands and in particular within our education and culture sectors." But the party also spoke to the leadership skills of Walwyn, stating, and I quote, "He is a proven leader and an outspoken and active advocate for our youth, our national pride, and for our democratic principles and policies. In that vein, he has worked diligently to advance our education system and develop our culture and our national pride and awareness." Walwyn also worked alongside various experts to develop special education within the territory, as he believes that every child should be afforded the opportunity to learn and thrive, end quote. Viewers, Walwyn was arrested and charged on November 1st for the offense of breach of trust by a public official in relation to the controversial construction of the Elmer Stout High School perimeter wall. Well, up next, viewers, residents encouraged to listen in to the 2023 budget speech, and the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force's Deputy Commissioners received certificates of appointment and new Assistant Commissioner of Police sworn in. You also see the Lobster Fest to take center stage this weekend. But these and more stories when 284 News return.
Freeze. Choose your mix. Choose your flavor.
Good job there, brother. All right. I'm surprised you're here.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
Charles, it's been 60 years.
I wish it was 60 more.
Let it go.
No, you know what you did.
It was just ice cream. But you know what? It was delicious.
What?
We're like a family get-together without all the family drama.
What you gonna do?
CG Insurance. Good like that.
The wait is over. CCT Fire is here. Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire. Bring it home and upgrade today.
That's out. That's 6. That's out.
With worldwide medical coverage and affordable premiums, we're like a home match that isn't played at your actual home. CG Insurance. Good like that.
My turn. Oh, come on, guys.
Thank you so much for sticking with us. Our Premier and Minister of Finance, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, is urging residents to tune in to the 2023 budget speech on Tuesday, November 29th, where the leader of government business stressed the importance of residents listening in to hear the many areas that the 2023 budget speech will seek to address.
On the 29th, we will have the budget address. We mentioned it earlier today, and certainly persons should tune in on Tuesday for the budget address, and certainly there I'll be able to highlight the work program for the government in 2023. Lots of areas that we're focusing on to ensure that we improve the lives of the people of the Virgin Islands. And we'll deal with a lot of issues that persons have brought up here in terms of how we serve the needs of the population.
Well, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force's Deputy Commissioners St. Clair Amari and Jacqueline Vanterpool officially received their certificates of appointment on Wednesday, while the new Assistant Commissioner Pam Chevalion was officially sworn in into her new position. Well, this was confirmed in a media statement from the police, which said that the new appointments were actioned by Governor His Excellency John Rankin. Well, Governor Rankin pledged his support to the new commanders in the police force and highlighted the wealth of experience each individual will add to the agency. Well, Commissioner of Police Mark Collins expressed his confidence in the 3 senior ranked officers and spoke about the lengthy process associated with reaching that stage. Well, he said, and I quote, "But while the process took a long time, I am confident we have selected the best candidates for the positions as we take the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force into the new season." End quote. Well, Collins also noted the historic feat of Miss Vanterpool's appointment to the force and congratulated both Vanterpool and Amari, labeling the two as well-seasoned veterans in law enforcement. Well, also speaking on the new appointments was Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley during yesterday's sitting of the House of Assembly. Well, here's what he had to say.
I want to take this opportunity to congratulate Deputy Commissioner St. Clair Amory, who has served in the police force for a very long time and has been promoted to Deputy Commissioner. And I also want to congratulate Ms. Jackie Vanterpool, also who has been promoted to Deputy Commissioner, and the police service for the first time has 2 Deputy Commissioners. They've added another Deputy Commissioner post where one commissioner essentially deals with operations, another one essentially deals with administration. You know, just to, of course there are other things, but that's just to simplify it. And then we also have an assistant commissioner as well, and Jackie Vanterpool being a female deputy commissioner, and that would have been the first time we had a female deputy commissioner.
Patrons can enjoy lobsters prepared in 10 different ways at 10 separate restaurants across Anegada. Well, recently, 284Media's Ron Grant sat down with chairman of the Anegada Lobster Festival, Colonel Klein, Marketing Manager at Roadtown Wholesale Don Colwood, and Sales Director at RTW Raphael Winter to discuss the upcoming food event. And Mr. Klein began by providing some background on the event.
Lobster Fest started in 2013. Like anything at the beginning starts, a little bit rocky. The Anegada community was able to trust us at the BVI Tourist Board, and we moved on from there. Every year, we've gone back to the Anegada community to have meetings, debrief, community meetings, etc., tweaking the event every year. 2017, we had a major challenge in terms of whether or not we're gonna cancel the Anegada Lobster Fest. A decision was made to go ahead and go ahead with the event, and that's what we did, because that was the one island that didn't get hit that bad from the two catastrophic hurricanes in 2017. Fast forward into 2020 and 2021, we had challenges in terms of COVID, social distancing, mask wearing were a challenge in terms of getting people onto the island to partake in this event. But over the years, what we've seen is that the event has been improving, and definitely we could say we're the biggest event in the British Virgin Islands in terms of culinary event, and we are competing on a national level right now.
Well, Klein also spoke about a jingle and prizes and the hard work of the BVI Tourist Board team in putting this event together.
Yes, we do have a jingle out. We launched Anegada Lobster Festival on yesterday, actually, which was the 25th of October. We launched everything, so you'll definitely be seeing it. It's produced by Dirk Walters and sang by Mr. Johanse Smith, the 2022 Gen Y Factor winner, as well as Horella Judges Wheatley. It's a really nice jingle. We just shot a music video. It's being edited right now. Wow. And shortly, the song was debuted yesterday on Tola Radio, but the video definitely will be coming shortly. I think between now and this weekend, you'll be able to see the full video. And it's credit to the hardworking team at BVI Tourist Board in coming up in different ways to market the Anegada Lobster Festival.
Well, viewers, we are out of time. That's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Bye-bye.
Freeze. Choose your mix. Choose your flavor.